What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is doing wonderful. Hope your Tuesday is bright, beautiful. Today is pretty fantastic, let me tell you. I'm loving this breeze. It's not too hot, not too cold. You know what I'm saying? It's real sexy hot out here today. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's up, Cheryl? What's up, Miss Lady? How are you, beautiful? Hope all is well. So what's good with you guys in the Facebook world today? I've been cutting up a little bit. Just having a little fun. Making sure y'all are awake today. Oh yes, you know I have to have my wind chimes. Absolutely, always. Gotta have that wonderful sound of wind chimes. Yes, baby girl. Got to have that. Come on now. Come on. What's up, Rick? What's up? So, who wants to talk to me today? Who wants to talk to me today? I want to talk about some things. Well, first of all, I want to talk about a conversation I had earlier about, oh, of course. We gotta be. What's up, James? What's up, Aaron? Yes. It's about being free, sexy, excited, loving this lovely weather. All of that stuff is hot and sexy, you know what I'm saying? But I had a conversation earlier to talk about the power of relationships and relating, right? We all want that, don't we? We all want that sexy love affair, sexy love, sexy loveliness. We want all that, right? I get that, trust me. Love affairs are great and wonderful. What's up, Asha? I'm telling you, I love it. I do. But I want to talk about something that I think is really trending right now. A lot of people are talking about monogamy. And it's all good. Monogamy's good, man. It's just, monogamy is not a goal. Okay? I know I'm about to get y'all's wheels spinning in your head because we've been taught for so long that monogamy is a goal. Monogamy is something to acquire and attain. What's up, Carolyn? Monogamy is something we should be trying to attain and capture and all of that, right? We're supposed to be monogamous in our culture, right? But I believe that we've been going wrong with this for a very long time. I think that monogamy is an evolution. And what I mean by that is we should not be trying to be monogamous, but we should become it naturally. So I don't think it's a forced thing. I don't think we force monogamy. I think monogamy just becomes. One of the reasons that I came to this conclusion or came to my epiphany about monogamy was when I had a conversation with a woman that told me, she said, my husband and I got together, and when we first got together, she said, we started talking and conversating, and he was around all the time, and he was spending a lot of time with me. And then she said, he never left. I said, and you didn't put him out. So obviously, y'all both were in agreement that you fit here. I want to be here. I want you to be here. So with that said, monogamy, I believe, is an evolution. It's not necessarily something we can sit down and say, I will be monogamous with you. You and I will be one forever. I don't think that's possible to say. And I know it's hard for people to hear that. But I just keep it a buck. I don't try to candy coat shit. I just try to keep it 100. I don't think I can sit here before you today at 47 years old and look you in the face and say I know with everything in my being that you're all I want forever. I don't know if I can do that. Some people may be able to, but for me, I think it's more than that. I think, to be honest, I think that relationships need check-in points. We need to check in and see, are you who I want all the time? Do we need to break up sometimes and get it back together? Because I think sometimes we're in these convenient relationships, and we're not necessarily conveniently in all over the relationship. We're just there. We're enjoying it, yes, but it's obligatory. I'm here because I have to be. We have kids. We have a marriage. We have bills. We have all these obligations together. We got credit cards together. We got all this stuff together. And now I feel like I have to be here with you. It's not necessarily that I want to be. And I think in any relationship, if it's a functional one or if it's a devoted one or it's one that we've been in for a while, I think we need to do check-ins, man. Are you wanting to be here? You have to be here. Which is it? Because if you really want to be here, then we're all good. And I really want you here, we're good. We're good. But I don't think it should be it's not an absolute. It's not a guarantee. I think love is something that changes and transforms and evolves and does all kinds of different dimensions of it. So sometimes we might be like, you cool today, but yesterday, I didn't really like you yesterday. You acting an ass yesterday. I was frustrated with you yesterday. Or, earlier this morning, you were really evasive. Or you weren't really in contact with me. Or we haven't talked in a week. Or I haven't sexted you in a while. Whatever it is. I don't think everything is absolute. Just because I go down the aisle with you in 2008, 2020, I might not feel those real sweet, loving feelings I felt when I went down the aisle with you. I might feel different now. So I feel like at this point, we should exactly sit down and talk about, babe, are we really where we need to be? Or are we here because of obligatory demands or what we think we have to do? Because if you're here because you think you have to be, then maybe we need to reevaluate what we're doing, what me and you are doing. Are we doing something because we want to do it, or are we doing it because we have to do it? I also said, and this is recent, I said recently that I think is vitally important. People are going around asking the question about, I don't think women should ask men to marry them. Why? Why not? I think both parties should ask each other. Because just because a man asks a woman to marry him and she says yes, don't necessarily mean she wants to be married to you. It just means she's happy you want to be married to her. But does she want you? So men, I feel like y'all are being shorted because you get on bended knee hoping to God she says yes, but you don't necessarily know if that's really what she wants. Unless it's a good, relationship and y'all have spoke about it and talked about it before you got on bended knee and asked her to be with you. I think proposal should be a dual thing. I don't think it should be one-sided. I don't think men should be the only ones making the proposal. I think the women should be just as much intrigued by the man that they want to be in a long-term life partnership with. I think a woman should ask a man too. I think this should be a dual thing. That's just my opinion. But if I had to do it all over again, I would change the whole marital system. I shut it all down and start it from scratch. And you know what I would do? Every end of every year, I would have a door. And they would have a get out of a jail free moment. You can stay in this marriage or you could walk. And when you open that door, you know if that person wants to be there or not. Just my opinion. I think things change. I think love affairs go through waves and changes and life happens and shit like that. So at the end of the day, I think we should be checking in. Well, do I want to be here? Do I want you here? Do you want me here? Or do you know what I'm saying? It's just my opinion. I think we should be checking in and saying, well, maybe I want you here. And maybe I don't. So to me, I think love, it's not so absolute. And monogamy is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I was a die-hard monogamous woman. Let me tell you something. You couldn't tell me that there was any other style of relationship. The only style of relationship I was down with was monogamy, honey. You better not come over here with no unnecessary open shit with me. That's not going to work. But then I got older and I got a little more seasoned and I understood, well, hold on, maybe I'm not looking at this properly. So I had to step back and start listening to other people in their relationships. And I found out, oh, so you can be in an open relationship and the shit was working? Well, come on with it. Let me hear what you're talking about. Let's have a conversation. Let me sit down and hear what you got to say. And see, for me, I think you learn more when you listen. and you heed and you pay attention. And sometimes you got to sit down with people that don't think like you, live life differently than you. And it's like, okay, all right. So what is it, baby boy? Tell me about your lifestyle here. Well, I got many women, or I got many men, honey. I'll just be with one. Really? How's that working for you? Well, it's functional. And then sometimes I hear it and it ain't so functional. It's fucked up is what it is. But what I found out is it ain't about monogamy or open or poly or whatever the hell people are trying to promote to others to join in with. But really what it comes down to is the relationship functional? First of all, if I'm going to be a monogamous woman with you individually, it's just going to be me and you. Let me tell you something. If it's going to be me and you, baby boy, then I'm going to be all in. And what I mean by all in, I'm going to devote every single part of me to you. Which means that I'm not half-stepping. I'm going to give you 100% of who I am. And that's in the flaws and all. So, for me, I'm big about saying, hey, I'm all about monogamy. Shit, you, come on now. But are you monogamy worthy? Are you going to give me what I need in a monogamous relationship? Because monogamy is cool, but not everybody are monogamy worthy and not everybody are relationship savvy. Some people are better just being friends with. Or sometimes you can be in a relationship with somebody and it's just a friend, homie, lover, friend relationship. And it works good because there ain't no high demands or all this extra going on. So it's what? It's functional. It works. Then you got other relationships where you and I can be together and we all in and I'm all over you and slapping your ass and kissing on you and doing all kinds of freaky stuff together. And it's me and you and we just doing our thing. You with me, I'm with you. Okay, then that's what it is. Exactly, Cheryl. No drama. So if we have that, then and it's functional, then hey, I ain't got no complaints. I can't see for the life of me, I'm not someone that's gonna promote one way or the other what relationship style is for what. Because what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So I don't give a damn at the style of relationship you're in. But what I do care about is it functional or not? And like I said earlier, whether I'm in a relationship with you where we homie lover friends, whether we're just lovers, whether we're, partners, wife and husband, whatever we're doing, as long as it's functional, we're cool. You know what I'm saying? We're good. We're all in. But my issue isn't necessarily that we have relationships that aren't really functioning properly, but it's like we have to put this demand up to, I have to be monogamous. Do you? Because you're forcing it. Monogamy just becomes. Once you get in a relationship with somebody and y'all fit and y'all work and y'all enjoy each other and you guys have each other's back, you'll find out that there's just no room for anybody else. It's not that you sit down and say, hey, we're going to be monogamous. No, you just become that naturally. And like I said, we need to check in. We need to see, hold on a second. Are you enough for me? Am I enough for you? If that's the case, then let's roll with this. This works, right? But then we also need to check in with our mate. We can't assume shit is absolute. We got to stop that shit. Nothing is absolute or concrete in life. Nothing. I don't care what it is. Even how we parent our kids, how we love our mate, how we love our parents, all of that stuff is always up for change every now and then. My relationship with my father right now is very functional. Love him dearly. That hasn't changed for the 47 years I've been here. However, does that mean that'll never change? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we need to check in. But my dad will tell me, hey, you ain't checked in on me. You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing to check in on your father. I'm 3 hours away, right? So he'll tell me, you're not doing what you need to do as far as my daughter. I need certain things from you as a father 3 hours away. So even if you don't talk to me today, I need you to check in and we have this little text message we send back and forth with each other. When my dad's out of state, I'll just hit him with an okay. Okay with a question mark. Are you good? And he'll say, yeah, I'm okay. And I'll say, okay, cool. So dad and I have a relationship. That's my father, okay? So if I'm in a love relationship with you, okay, and I don't know how you're feeling, I haven't talked to you, you don't talk to me, We ain't made love in 4 or 5 weeks. You aren't nowhere to be found. What the hell? So obviously something done happened since last time we were together. So I need to check in. Well, what's going on? Are we still cool, or you got somebody new? What is it? Is there something distracting you from being in my presence, or am I a problem? Just what the hell? I understand life happens, but we have to be cool, calm, and collect and check into what is it really? Are we still good? Am I still what you want? Because sometimes we might outgrow somebody. No beef, it's just we outgrew them. So monogamy is not concrete, nor is open. Because I know some dudes or women that were all in about being in an open relationship and got swooped up by somebody, and they ended up moving out of that dynamic and ended up being solely with each other. Then I know somebody that's been in a full-blown monogamous relationship, broke off and went into the open scene and just loves being open. So we don't know. We might change. We don't know what somebody's going to bring in our life or how something's going to cultivate us and make us feel. And then we might say, you know what? With you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I might just want to be with you. What you think about that? Well, I want to be with you too. Okay, let's do this. And then, but again, that could be now. But then 2-3 years from now, it might not be the same. So we need to check in on our partners, on our lovers, on our friends, our homie lover friends, whatever we're doing. Check in. Ask some questions. Like, ask them. So is there anybody else that you kind of checking in on, or you liking, or you talking to, or you fucking with, or what? There ain't no holes barred here. I'm not going to feel no type of way because you're interested in somebody else. Let's just keep it a buck. I'd rather you be open and upfront than not tell me or lie to me. So let's just keep it open. When you do that, man, it takes a lot of headache out of dysfunctional relationships. I just think we need to change everything about how we see things. And it took me to sit down and talk to people that do things completely and totally different than me. Like I said, I was a diehard monogamous woman, honey. You can tell me otherwise. And would be a killer private investigator if I want to know something. Is he doing somebody else? Where's he at? What's he doing? What's on his phone? I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. You hear me? I ain't got that to do. So now, it's very upfront and honest. Listen, you're here, so I'm assuming we're cool. Otherwise, if you're not here, then it's up for debate. So if we are together, fine. If we're not together, fine. Just let me know what we're doing. Then it keeps everything cool. But being monogamous is not a state of being. It's what we evolved to be. And so it's just important that we understand and get this shit, man. We're grown as hell. And so many times are we exhausted by what a man's saying or what he's not saying. And we're trying to dissect it. Well, what did he mean by this? And what did he mean about that? We got to ask questions, man. It's important. We must ask questions with our partners that we're sleeping with. Yes, Jake, you got to check in. So we have to ask questions. How are you really feeling about what we're doing here? Am I still, that supreme being in your life? Am I still a force to be reckoned with? If not, then why not? And if we can't really reconcile, then let's part ways in a loving nature. Why we gotta part ways and hate each other so bad? That's another thing. We part and we're just so evil to each other. Did you really love them or not? Because to me, the way we treat some of our exes, we treat them so ugly. We can't even be cool with them. We can't even check in on them. We can't even say, hey, I cared about you. Are you good? Why can't we do that? Because it was a lot of anger, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of disappointment. He didn't do this and he didn't do that. And I can't believe he did this to me and he did that to me. It ain't always right or wrongs in relationships, man. We waste a lot of time on that shit. Just because somebody hurt us or disappointed us or didn't appreciate us don't make it right or wrong. It just makes it different. They see things differently than we do. Some things that I would think is a deal breaker, another man might think is not necessarily a deal breaker, but something that we need to talk about and conversate about. So I might say that, I ain't never going to be with a man that's going to cheat on me, and sit right up in there and be with a man that's cheated on me and stay with him. And now I talked about how I'm not going to ever do that. And you don't know what you're going to do. Stop talking. You don't know what you're going to do. You can assume you're not, but I've done a lot of things just in my love relationships, and I found out, damn it, every time I opened my damn mouth, I was always eating my words, because a lot of the shit I stood on, and I can't believe he disappointed me, and he did this, and he did that, I had to stop and self-fucking-reflect. Well, damn, I wasn't doing everything I needed to do either. Perhaps maybe I need to look at my shit, because, I'm not all peaches and cream like I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? And all that damn policing and trying to chase him down and see what he's doing and investigating and where you going and who's this and what. That's a lot. I was a lot. And I had to look at that shit like, who wants to be with a fucking private investigator? Real talk. Like, who wants to be bothered with all that? All I want to do is be all in his face. Where are you at? Hey, Angela, where are you at? What are you doing? Who you with? Who's that girl? Why you smile that hard? And all this is like, that was my issues. So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I had some issues with some things that the dudes was doing. But after I had to self-reflect and say, well, you was doing a lot too. Because you would have attitudes. If I didn't get the answer I didn't like, or I assumed something, or you talking on the phone and smiling too hard, then who's that? That's ugliness, man. So I had to check me first. And then after checking myself, I had to understand, well, hold on. Yeah, Kadeza, all that damn policing shit, that is a lot of fucking work. And let me tell you something about policing. When you do all that private investigations and all that, and then you check them, and then you find out, and they still don't really admit it, but they know they're caught, so they don't say nothing, and you still all up in their face, and no, you didn't, it doesn't mean a hill of beans. Because I had one that did all of that, and I checked him and all that, and walked out, acted a fool. Do you know the next woman, he sat there and was all in her face, and got with her, and married her and shit, and ended up, she cheated on him. Now, he was faithful to her, though. So you just got to sit back and look at it like, it ain't even worth it. At the end of the day, if somebody is really into you to the point where they want to be with you, they ain't going nowhere. And if it's a mutual desire for each other, you ain't going anywhere either. You know what I'm saying? So it just becomes, it's like when we unify and we start to really engage with each other's soul, and we start to connect and we start to build something together, I don't really have to fight to see if you're here or not. I don't really have to see if you really want to be with me or not, because you're here. And with you being here, that's all I need. And that's all you need. And we're good. So all of that extra that you're trying to, trying to police and trying to be a PI and what's he doing, where's he going and all that, it just goes up in smoke. Because you look at it like, he's here because he wants to be. We spend a lot of time, man, on trying to see, are you the special fit for me? So even when we start dating or getting to know somebody, we sit across the table and we're asking this person, well, are you a monogamous person? Do you like to be with one person or what? They can tell you all day, well, my last 5-6 relationships, I was only with that person. I wasn't with a lot of different people. And get with you and be with a lot of different people. Don't mean it, that's not a guarantee that they're going to be what they were to someone else to you. That's hard to stomach, because you're sitting here looking at them telling you how faithful they were to such and such and such and such and such and such in the past, and then you get with them and they're everywhere. You're like, what the hell? Because we bring out certain things from the person, women, out of the man that we're with. So the man that we desire, he's going to bring out of us our monogamous state of being. We're going to develop into that. We're not going to just be monogamous right away. Just because we dated a man and we met him and he's nice and cool and sexy and sharp and very handsome and all that, that don't mean I'm going to be faithful to him. I'm just getting to know him. So I'm not faithful to that right now. I'm just getting to know you. So when you understand that, it's like, okay, I get it now. Everything's not concrete or absolute. It's cool, but I mean, at the end of the day, we need to check in and see, what is it I really want for me right now? Because I can only speak for right now. I can't speak for 10 years from now. So that's why it's vitally important. We check in. We ask our mate, how do they really feel about being with us? Are you here because you want to be, or are you here because you have to be? And that makes a huge difference in how the actual functional element in that relationship continues on long term. Just saying. So I just wanted to tap in with you guys and kind of give you a heads up. It's not hard, but it's very vital that we sit back and look at what is it we really want in relationships. But also know it can't be forced. It develops on its own, just like a picture. Remember the old Polaroid pictures we have, and those Polaroids would come out the camera, and then we have to wait to see what it developed, see what the picture looks like. We had to wait a while. I think the Polaroids took a while. We had to shake them and wait, and you got to be in a dark room to wait for it to develop into what it's going to be. You can't rush. Same with relationships. You can't rush into monogamy. You don't even know if that's monogamy savvy. You got to wait and see. Well, is this person somebody I could be with in a monogamous state of being, for real? Or is this just somebody I need to just remain friends with? Is this somebody that could just remain my lover? Or is this somebody that just could remain my mate? I need to know that. So in order for me to know that, I got to give it time. I hope I helped you guys today. Make sure you guys share this video. It's Carla Nicole. I'm signing off. That's cut. Have a great day, guys. Bye.